All right. So I guess it's my time to put my spin on what's been going on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. And what I want to do tonight is I want to go into, or rather, make a response to some of the things that Shanny said in her recent live stream that Carrie covered called Shanny Speaks, I think. I don't really know what the title is that she put on her channel because I didn't even bother going to the Losers Club. I watched it on Carrie's stream. Um, I will later on, maybe even during this stream, go to the Losers Club and actually see. As a matter of fact, maybe I will. Let me see what she entitled this video. Um. Okay, so it was called Shanny Speaks. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to be responding to some of the things that she said in that stream. But before I do, let me take a look at this live chat and let everybody know why I'm getting to this so late. Let me see something here. We got the Sky Woman Truth is watching. Two Finner is watching. Mozilla is watching. How you guys doing? Wait No More Dollars watching. Carrie is watching. Chibly is watching. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping channel. So anyway, I'm doing this kind of late because when I was done working today, I was feeling nauseous, so I had to lay down and actually try to get some rest, and I ended up falling asleep. Now, before I fell asleep, I was before I went to bed, I actually listened to Carrie's stream. And then I listened to it, I guess, in part a second time just to make sure of a couple of things. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to be sure I was listening to what I was listening to, so I don't come on here and misrepresent Shanny or anything like that. So I'm going to keep the camera off because I'm not necessarily dressed properly. So if I do cut it back on, that means I'm going to put something on, I guess, while something is playing or whatever. But I want to respond to some of the things, some of the ridiculous things that I heard in Shanny's stream. And I'm going to be talking directly to Shanny while I'm doing this so that people can know where I'm coming from with this. I'm going to be bringing up some old stuff on this channel. Please do not take it personally. Let me let Miss Parker right now know, some other people on here know. I'm not trying to start nothing or nothing like that, but I'm going to be using you as examples briefly. And when you guys hear what I got to say, you'll understand what I mean. All right. Because Shanny is full of... Shanny lied a lot. And I mean a lot. And I mean a lot in that stream that she did. All right. I'm going to be temporarily not looking at the live chat. So I want to let everybody know this so I can stay focused on what I need to say here. Okay. Whew. So between her community tab, the live stream that she did, Rev's bad news that he didn't get a job. I guess it was a pretty busy day for those guys today. So I guess that's the first thing I want to deal with, and that's Rev going to a job interview, not getting the job, being depressed, and begging for money on here to get Delta 8. I am not making that up. What I recommend people do, I ain't talking about the regulars. If you're new to the channel and maybe some of you think I'm being unfair, I have to turn stuff off YouTube. You think I'm being unfair to Rev, and you think I'm being a bully to him or whatever. What I need you guys to do for the new people who may watch this tomorrow, tonight, or whatever, because even Veckel for a while didn't even know that these two was back on here with a channel called The Losers Club. So you'd be surprised. A lot of people don't know that they're back on YouTube. Let me do a quick screen share here real quick and show everybody this YouTube channel that they have. Hold on a minute. I'm not going to play nothing, guys. I'm just going to show everybody the video. So this is the channel that they have. It's called The Losers Club. Shanny was flagged off of YouTube. And for what I understand, she ain't supposed to be here. But you know what? She is. People find ways around it. That's neither here nor there. You can go to the YouTube Shorts, and you will find... Oh, he took it down. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me see something here. Oh, no, he didn't. It wasn't... Okay, I forgot. It was longer than a minute. He has a video here called Sick, Tired, and Depressed. In this video, he talks about how he went for a job interview and it didn't go well on it. Oh, and by the way, they also show their faces finally on this channel too. On the YouTube Shorts. With the cat video right here. He shows his face. They show their face on here, which is proof, which is even further proof that he doesn't follow the script when he's dealing with Shanny. But that's neither here nor there. That's their channel. It's called the Losers Club. All right. And in that video, he said he had a job interview, and the job interview didn't go well. He was depressed, and he needed $40 for Delta 8. $40. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, what do I believe about that is he probably did apply to a job, because I was wrestling with this one for a while. I didn't think he did personally, and I spent the majority of the day thinking he didn't. I thought he was lying. But it is a possibility that he did go look for the job, and then that one job, said that we can't use you or whatever, and decided that they didn't want to deal with him no more, or decided that not deal with him no more. Guys, I'm a little sorry. I'm rambling right now because, like I said, I kind of just woke up, but just trying to get my thoughts together. He must have went to this job. They must have smelled him, took a look at what he was wearing or whatever, and decided they didn't want him. Okay. I don't believe Jason when he says that he doesn't know how to go to a job interview. He doesn't know how to conduct himself like an adult. Okay. I think he understands, like most of us, that you got to take a shower before you go do something important like that, that you should probably practice what you're going to say and anticipate questions and learn how to answer them. I'm pretty sure Shanny taught him the concept of a resume, or somebody in his life taught him the concept of a resume. They teach you that in high school, and he did graduate high school. Problem with Jason is this: he does not want to work. So he probably went in there hoping that he wasn't going to get the job, so he can get back on YouTube and do the things that he's doing. That's my ideas. That's my theory on that. I can't prove that, but I'm gonna tell you what I can prove, and what Carrie has proven, what Shanny for Life has proven, what Dragnut has proven, what everybody else has been saying about these two has proven, is that Shanny is a habitual liar here on YouTube. All right. Now, Shanny, I know you're going to watch this, and I know you watch me. You have demonstrated this, and we're going to go back to the Losers Club to prove it soon. But you got to understand, Shanny, these people are not just making this stuff up about you. They're just going by the stuff that's coming out of your mouth. Now, mind you, with that coming out of my mouth, that must be rich for a lot of people, because they're like, gee, man, we've been telling you this for a long time. But just because you guys have a channel on here called the XX Archive, Shanny, pay attention, okay? XX Archive, Shanny for Life, Shabby for Christ, the Celebrity Juicer, and these other archive channels. I think there's even one called Cult of Shanny, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of them. Shanny, you're the one doing the talking. I'm going to prove that, because I'm going to be talking directly to you for a little bit, Shanny, because I know you're hurt, and I know you're mad, and I know you're upset. But you brought this upon yourself, and I'm going to show you what I mean by this. This is going to be stupid, maybe a little insignificant, but you'll get my point soon enough. Let me mute. I'm going to play a YouTube short, and you're going to see what I mean in a minute. So just give me a sec. All right, so I wasn't saying nothing during that or whatever, but I wanted people to see that they have hundreds, if not thousands, of videos, Shanny, that you have actually made where you're the only person talking. They have a ton of these, and a lot of these videos I did not watch. When you were living in a house, I wasn't even aware of some of the stuff that you said or some of the things that you did when you were living in that house. So one of the things that you said in your stream, Shanny, was this. You said that people are making stuff up about you and that you haven't done nothing to nobody. That's what you said in your stream, Shanny. If you do not believe me, go back to your own stream and listen to yourself say this. It's on Carrie's channel. It's on your channel. Okay? The only reason it's not going to be on this channel, because quite frankly, I'm a little sick of listening to you. I'm sick of you saying these things. Because you say the same things over and over and over and over again. Okay? But you keep saying that people are making stuff up about you. What are they lying about, Shanny? I mean, you're a content, well, you claim to be a content creator like everyone else on here. So that means that you can respond to videos and you can show receipts and proof that you never did nothing to nobody. You can do that, Shanny. You can do that like everybody else. So let's talk about some of the things that Carrie, Dragnut, and other people on here said about you. And let's see if they're lying, okay? Number one, Shanny, did you call Dragnut the N-word? No, I'm sorry, not you. Did Rev call Dragnut the N-word, 13 or 14, 15 times or whatever? Yes or no, Shanny? Did you know that you can go to Dragnut's channel? You can go to Carrie's channel. You can go to Irate Alex, and they will literally play the part where, as a matter of fact, I think Irate Alex uses it as a credit. And you can actually see him calling Dragnut the N-word over and over and over again. I showed a letter that he wrote stating that he wanted Drag to die. Now, I'm not sitting here acting like I'm innocent because I know what I said when I was on here, when I got mad and I got upset. There's a bunch of channels I got that too. All right? But this is the difference though, Shanny. I can admit to it. How about you? And I'm not even going to give myself an excuse. I don't need to. I already did that. But here's the thing though, okay? You absolutely refuse to even come on here and acknowledge, say it, you and your man refuse to get on here and acknowledge that you guys said these things to people. So is Carrie lying about that when she says that you called Dragnut the N-word over and over and over again? How about this, Shanny? Is Carrie lying about you hitting Jason? There are videos on YouTube with Jason stating that you punched him in the eye. All they got to do is play the video and let him do all the talking. You say you can't walk, Shanny. There are videos on YouTube. Go to Burnt Toast. Go to her YouTube channel. And who's got the other one? I think Burnt Toast has one. I think Drader has one. Carrie has it too, I think. And there's other people that got videos of you walking around just fine. I'm actually going to make a collaboration video soon. I'm actually in the middle of that, where I'm going to show everybody with you just walking around while you saying that you can't walk and that you're immobile and that you can't do anything. Now, Shanny, I'm talking directly to you. I saw you crawling down the stairs, but I also saw you walking up them stairs too. I also saw you making videos downstairs, being happy about your man being in jail. So is Carrie lying when Carrie says that is Carrie lying and the rest of these people on here lying when they say that when they get on here and they say that you didn't use racial slurs? You didn't call me the N-word. I can play the video with you saying that you're not sorry for it. It wasn't just me. It was Life of a Free Spirit. And there's a couple of other people in here. Well, you getting racist not only with black people, but you was getting racist with Native American Indians, and you was getting racist with other people. Are they lying about that, Shanny? Go to XX Archive. Shanny, I'm sorry, that Courtney Love. I can't say Shanny for life because that video is a parody. That channel is a parody channel. There's a bunch of different channels on here, Shanny, with you actually doing that stuff. And Irate Alex has a lot of that stuff. Shanny, do you clean up after yourself, Shanny? Yes or no? Ray Alex has a video of the place that you left over there in Boulder, Colorado. I have photos myself about how you left the place over there before you guys went to the hotel. Do you clean up after yourself, Shanny? Are people making that up? See, the difference between you and them is that they're showing people video and picture proof. How are they lying and making stuff up about you? And then the cancer thing is absolutely hilarious. You're sitting here saying, well, I never said I had cancer. I never said that. Let me go to Drader's YouTube channel because I think Drader made a really good video on this. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Hold on a minute. He made a really good video showing the years in which you claimed that you had cancer. By the way, go subscribe to Drader for more Shanny being exposed online. Let me show you guys something here. Hold on. Where is that video? Shanny has superpowers. Well, he makes fun of you on here too, Shanny. But where's the video at? Okay, for the people that are watching this, does somebody got that link where Drader made the video saying that showing that Shanny lied about I'm sorry, where Shanny actually did say that she had cancer on multiple different times. If you guys can get that link for me and put it in the live chat, that'd be great. But Shanny, are they lying about you saying that you had cancer? No, they're not. You've been saying that you're gonna that you might not live that long ever since you was in Boulder, Colorado. You were claiming that you had cancer. You were showing everybody that big black thing on your breast, and you was claiming that it was cancer. The only reason you want to pretend like you wasn't saying any of those things is because you know you can get in trouble for that. Thank you, Sabella. Let me get that link real quick. Okay, hold on one sec. Sabella just gave me the link. Shanny, you made a lot of claims on there, Shanny. I'm going to debunk you on tonight. But how come I can't get that link? Okay, hold on. Oh, people are leaving a lot of comments. That's what it is. Okay. Let me just do this here real quick. Sabella, do me a favor. Put that link in there again for me, please. Sabella, put the link down one more time. Because this chat's moving too fast for me to catch it. Because I got to be able to copy and paste it. Yeah, if you can just do me a favor, Sabella, and then repost that link again. It's the link where she lies about the whole cancer thing. I think Drader made like a what was it, like a 7-8 minute video or something like that. Why is it that I can see it on StreamYard, but I can't see it on YouTube? That's weird. Oh, okay. She might not be able to do it because. Okay, so here's the link anyway. Shanny, if you want to copy and paste it or whatever you need to do to be able to see the video. But I believe that's the link there for the video where you're going to see the video about the whole cancer issue or whatever. But Shanny, ever since you was in Boulder, Colorado, you were telling everybody you had cancer, you ain't have time, you ain't have long to live. Okay? They're also saying on YouTube that you, here we go. Because I really want to play that video. Is Isabella blocked on this channel? I don't even see Isabella. What the heck is this? All right, so I'm gonna have to go to my settings a little bit later today and do something about all this blocking that's been done on here because I don't see. How you doing, Just Breezing? I would love to have you on my channel one day and have a chit chat with you. No debating or nothing like that. I prefer to have you on this channel, talk about your experience with Shanny and then what you think about her. And some of the claims that she made about you. Because, you know, Shanny doesn't do nothing to nobody. She doesn't attack nobody or anything like that, you know. I can't get the link. And even on StreamYard, they won't let me copy and paste this thing. What the heck is this? Let me try this one more time. Nope, I can't do it. Sabella, you might be blocked on this channel. I don't see you in the live chat. I know I saw you there earlier. What the heck? Well, anyway, Sabella, what I'll do is I'm gonna mirror that video to my channel. Hopefully Drader won't mind. If he does, I'll just take it down. But I'll mirror it on his channel. But I don't want to get too far off my focus here or whatever. So Shanny, you keep sitting here saying that you didn't claim that you had cancer. Go to Drader's YouTube channel, and you should be able to find that video where or maybe Carrie can cover it tomorrow or something and show everybody where he shows that you have proof of the cancer or whatever. Is this it? Wait a minute. I found the video, guys. I found it. I'm going to show everybody this here now. Hold on. I found it. Give me a second here. I'm going to mute myself because I think there's an echo if I don't do it, guys. So let me just mute myself here real quick.
Good night, Yummy. Good night, Yummy. If I have breast cancer too with cardiomyopathy, what the fuck am I gonna do? I can't survive. That's all. And I know Jason's being bothered by this cancer thing, but at the same time, I need to talk about what's going on with me. I need to get it out of my system. I can't just keep it in my head for his sake, because it involves me, you know. Have to listen to
Yeah,
this.
I know, and I'm gonna have to face it. I get that.
Well, we can face it now and make it easier.
Yeah, I know.
You can't run away from all your problems, Jason.
You need to let me be, dude. The shit I've gone through, and I know you have too, but I can only handle so much when it comes to my mother. And this is reminding me of that so bad.
I need support.
Yeah, I know you do, and I'll give it to you. But I just need to be medicated more.
Then don't run away.
I need.
So.
Oh my God, Shannon! Jesus Christ! Can we stop talking about this or something, man? Is this? I'll get out of here. I'll just go and try and do something with the card.
It's freaking you out.
Yeah, because it's my mom. You know,
because I'm handicapped. I can't work. Like, what do you do if you're handicapped and you can't fucking work? And now I'm worrying about cancer. Like, what happens if I go through chemo and all my hair falls out? Like, you know how many people are going to make fun of me over that? I don't want to be made fun of for that, you know? Because it's not like something I can help. I'm trying to get myself better. But I am very aware of what happens in these things. In a man, like, they flatten your boobs to like they put you in like
they hurt my mommy.
What they do is they take two metal sheets and they put one under your breast and then one here, and they flatten it as hard as they can, and then they X-ray it.
Oh my God!
Yeah. But see, they're gonna have to figure out where it's at.
Yeah. You're right about that one.
And that could involve exploratory surgery even.
Sure, of course. I understand that. I totally understand that. I wish.
Multiple myeloma.
Yeah.
I want to move to Enid, North Carolina, and go to UNC and get treatment from them.
Yeah, I understand that one.
Because UNC has the best treatment for those.
I know.
I know the doctors.
Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of this.
I don't want to die. My life is awesome right now. Well, I mean, it's as awesome as it can be, but I mean, it's full of hope in a way, and not in a way, you know, because I am getting very bad marks on my breasts, and I need to go into a fuck is the cancer doctor's called? Oh my God, Shannon. An oncologist, sorry. An oncologist. I got to get that taken care of. But before that, I have an appointment on Friday with a cardiologist. So, I'm just going to let him look at it and give me the oncologist thing. Because it's like, I'm just going to one doctor's appointment to another. I'm going to the oncologist, or not the oncologist. I'm going to the cardiologist. I'm going to my therapist, and then I'm going to be starting soon the dialectic behavior therapy. But I'm on a waiting list for that. So I got to wait for that to happen. But, when is this place gonna open? But I have a lot, and I know there's a lot of people who worry about me. And here I am saying I'm having a cardiologist and I'm smoking cigarette. Well, that's what I get for not having weed, okay? I need something, some kind of smoke. Some kind of smoke in my frickin' temple, yo. Some kind, because I need it. I need it. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Marks like that. And I can't hide them because it's like the summertime and like summertime clothes. Trust me, it looks better when it's like I'm not sitting. My boobs are higher, but right now I'm in a weird angle, so I'll keep it up here. Like I said, it's the summer and I don't like to wear clothes in the summer because I get way too hot. But anyway, I try to keep most of my stuff covered up. I wish I had some tape. If I had some boob tape, that would be perfect. Like boob tape, like right there. Like freaking Trisha Paytas trying to freaking cover her boobs up. But anyway, hello, summertime and your lack of freaking coverage of the titties, especially big titties. They can never be fucking hid. But yeah, that's why I'm not leaving, is for the people who just legitly care. Like, why? Like, seriously, why should I leave YouTube because of fucking assholes? It's not right to the people who actually do care about me. And no, I don't want people to know my fucking business either at the same time. But it's like, you're at a catch-22 because you have a lot of people that fucking genuinely care about you. Weedle, I love you, but you could go outside. Get off my hand. Listen, Frank the Beetle, you're going to chill outside of my car. Be free. You don't need to be smoking cigarettes in here while I'm waiting for a fucking building to open up. Anyway, I'll let you go, you bastards. Just know that I love you guys, but you guys need to be fucking nicer to me because I'm a woman that's going through a lot, and I could be I could be looking at the last part of my life. So be nice to me. Because I'm not well. And I don't know if I'm going to die of a heart attack or fucking die of fucking cancer. Yay! I guess you got your wish, Blue. Like, all those times you said, I hope you get cancer and die. Huh. I'm facing that reality. So I'm going to do you a favor, Blue. I'm going to let you watch me suffer and die so you can feel better about such a wonderful human being you are for wishing that upon someone just to see them go through it. I hope it gives you joy and satisfaction. I hope it gives you some twisted form of justice in your head. You know, I hope it's nice for you guys to see me get what I guess I deserve. After I've given so much to you guys in the community, but it doesn't fucking matter. I'm still an awful piece of shit person. So you get your wish. You get your wish. You get to see me die of cancer. So I hope you're fucking happy. I am a woman who is suffering from breast cancer, MS, fibromyalgia. Yeah, she said she wants to go to my mammogram with me. So I never said I was going to get my mammogram.
All the strings to make this crime
Nick.
happen, and over time,
And I don't want to talk about it right now.
Now, just a heads up, but there is so much.
Oh God, you have no idea how heartbreaking it is, but at the same time, it's best for them. It's best for them. They can't see their mom dying.
No. That's horrible.
And they're also going to get me an aide, a nursing aide.
Yeah.
So I'm that bad, guys. I'm that bad. I told Tommy I need to get my mammogram. I need to get an MRI. Yeah. And then I also need to get the surgery for the fucking these marks right here. Oh, okay. They're going to be doing surgery on that. Okay. A biopsy. So, and they'll probably dig deep in the fucking breast too. Like my mom, when she had skin cancer, they dug about 2, 3, 4 inches into her skin. Yeah, so a lot of my breast is gonna be missing. So, like, oh my God, I didn't say I didn't have the test for cancer. I did, and it came up positive. I have to have other tests to see where it is so they can get a prognosis.
When did you hear this?
When I called the doctors last time about my blood tests. Why do you think I freaked out the way I did?
I didn't. Plus, are on like this I'm on an Asperger's spectrum too. Mm-hmm. So noise really bothers me too. So I don't even know how I would function in the city. Man. How you know someone has such a mentally deliberate. God, this MS is not helping me.
And I'll be honest, I gotta wait another week. But I'm pretty sure there is a bun in the oven.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant right now. And yes, I did have my tubes tied. but I have all the symptoms of pregnancy. Every single one.
When I know I'm gonna die, sitting in that car, because I have to keep my leg elevated or I'll get a blood clot. He gave me a death sentence and he doesn't care. He doesn't fucking care. Oh, plus also, the doctor is giving me a handicap sticker for the car, so I'll have handicap parking. So I guess the doctor has officially put me as a handicapped person. So that's good. That's good on my way of getting Social Security. Is I'm officially handicapped according to the doctors.
Let me see. Okay, I cut my camera on by accident. So hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me stop the screen share. Okay, that was gold. That was comedy gold there. Okay, so there's a lot of things that went on there. Number one, Trader showed via history or whatever that Trader showed via history that Shanny's been lying for a long time. You know, about this having cancer, trying to get sympathy from the community, obviously. And at this point, I think special ed kids can actually see that that's what the case is. That that Shanny is just saying these things to get sympathy. The MS thing, I've heard Carrie talk about how she only said that she had MS because no, was it Carrie? Actually, I don't remember who the YouTuber was because I've been watching so many videos. I don't remember who said what regarding that, but she didn't start saying that until she started talking to Ira Alex and whatnot, right? And if you go to her community post, she claims she has agoraphobia. That's a fear of being around other people, for what I understand, right? I've been with Shanny in Walmart. I've been with her in Jerides and various other places. She ain't got no agoraphobia. I think she suffers from paranoia though, because it's been numerous occasions where we've been in the supermarket where she will swear that somebody was looking at us while we were shopping and then ran away. And then I would run to go see if somebody was there. You know what I mean? Because back then I was very anxious to meet some of these people on the internet who was making those videos, and then nobody would be there. They just magically poof, just disappeared or whatever. You know what I mean? So she makes this stuff up saying that she's got cancer to try to get sympathy. That's the reason why she does it. And I think the people on YouTube are correct when they say this, because this is not my observation alone. This is the observation of a lot of different people, Shanny. When you're going around, I don't do nothing to nobody. So you didn't attempt to con anybody into believing that you had cancer. Now, one of the things that happened, was that today or was that yesterday, where she supposedly got this mammogram. And that's the part when she said she had agoraphobia. You notice in one of the older videos on Drader's channel that she said she knows all about mammograms and how they take your breast and they push them really hard on this machine, which is exactly what she said on her stream, not on her stream, in her community post. Now, I do not believe that this woman went and got a mammogram. Shanny did not provide any paperwork to prove that. She ran that same lie on me, saying that she was going to have to get a nurse's aid because she was totally handicapped. Of course, that never happened. I think somebody came there to help her walk around a little bit, but she never got the nurse's aid. That's one of the reasons why they stayed at the house so long, because she convinced me that she was physically handicapped and couldn't get up and walk around and do anything. And when I went over there, most of the time Jason was going around doing all of the errands. What was the other thing? She just makes stuff up, man. She just makes stuff up. The part about her dying, obviously, is one of the reasons why I'm even making this video, with her saying that I gave her a death sentence and I didn't care. No, Shanny, something happened to my back. I had to get minor surgery done. It wasn't going to be forever. I was still going to get half the money for the room. Okay. But you decided to go on YouTube to try to manipulate me, I guess, to get me not to have surgery or whatever, so I can keep killing myself to pay for all these things that I really didn't have to pay for. All right. It is obvious to everybody that you or your man don't want to work and y'all just want to sit around all day playing video games and gossip and just do social media all day long. Okay. Now, Shanny, You saying that you're physically handicapped, Shanny, right? You're saying that you're not able to work. You're saying you're not be able to do this, that, and the other, and whatnot, right? Now, this is an observation done by me and other people on the internet, but I'm just going to talk about my observation, all right? I'm not going to talk about what other people have said on here, all right? How the heck are you getting fired from jobs if you're physically handicapped? How are you getting fired from jobs if you are physically handicapped? That's what I want to know. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I titled this video the way I did on purpose, that no liar is going to inherit the kingdom of God, Shanny. You get on here and you're not sorry for nothing. You said yourself that you wasn't sorry for using the N-word. You wanted to normalize it or render it ineffective. Right? Those videos exist on YouTube, and you're the only person talking in those videos. It's not a video response. They took the whole video that you made, they put it on the archive channel so that people can see the things that you said. Nobody's taking what you said out of context. And that fake apology that you gave years ago about, well, I really didn't know how it affected black people when I said that. No, what you meant to say was, well, this kind of destroyed my YouTube career, so I better do everything I can about being nice to black people so that I can continue, my real goal in life, and that's to achieve YouTube fame. So, Shanny, you did lie about cancer, Shanny. It's there for everybody to see. And if these people choose to report you to the proper authorities, you kind of deserve it. If they haven't done it yet, you should give God thanks for his grace. Because the fact is, you received monies, Shanny. You received monies. I don't think you understand the seriousness of this, Shanny. You received money from people on here who had sympathy for you because you claimed that you were dying. If they can prove any of that, you are in a lot of trouble. So stop sitting around here telling people that they're making stuff up and just be clean. Come on YouTube and say, you want to know what? Yes, I said those things. Give people the real reason why you said those things, and then you may receive the sympathy that you actually need. Maybe you can refund those funds when you're back on your feet, but you clearly can't do it now. Who knows? But Shanny, they're not lying about you running a cancer scam. They're not lying about you faking being handicapped. You're just overweight and you need to get up and do some exercise. That's what you need to do. This is me attempting to be nice to you, Shanny. Okay? We've had rougher talks in person. So don't give me this, I would never say this to your face and all this other stuff. I can make an appointment to come over there right now or whenever it is beneficial to you. And we can talk about this in person, face to face. You know I'm game. I have no problem with that whatsoever. You know it. They're not lying about you regarding these topics. They're sarcastic with some stuff, but for the most part, the claims that they make about you guys is true. Rev, they have you on record, Rev, stating that you would rather be homeless than work anywhere. They have you on record saying that, Rev. And you went to supposedly one job interview. Do you realize that there are people who go to 7 to 10 of those things a day? And sometimes it takes them months to find a job. You got rejected one time and you're depressed. I'm not being a jerk by coming on here and saying that you're not acting like a real man, because you're not. You are too old to be behaving like this. You got mental issues. You need weed. And this is what you're saying, Jason, when you say that you need your medication. You're basically saying that without weed, you cannot function in society. Before you got with Shanny, you were saying that you needed alcohol to function in society. Let me say that again so that people can get this, okay? With Shanny, you're saying that without weed, you cannot deal with the harshness of reality, which kind of makes sense. And we'll explain why you need all of these video games to escape reality. But before you got with Shanny, you were saying that you needed alcohol in order to function in society. You don't see a pattern there? That's why you defend witchcraft. Because you're depending on that. You're depending on substance abuse to help you get through your problems. You want to drown all your sorrows in those things. So in reality, in the past, G-Man used to say that Shanny helped Jason. This is when I was stupid. This is when I was ignorant. This is when I was gullible. This is when I believed everything that was, almost everything that was told to me regarding you two. I got to say almost, because I didn't believe everything that you guys told me. I knew better. And I told you that, Rev, to your face, and Shanny. You guys are the instruments of your own destruction. They're not lying about you. No, Shanny, you are a liar and you have harmed people on social media. And then after harming them, you believe that you should get off scot-free and nobody should say anything to you. You lied about my character when you got on here and said I gave you a death sentence, and you refused to take responsibility as an adult, as a so-called Christian, to get on here and admit your sin and admit that you lied about me giving you a death sentence. What about Rev? Everybody sees this picture with me holding this championship belt. Rev gave me that belt. Everybody watching this knows that Rev gave me that belt. Everybody knows that he gave me this belt. I believe that he only gave it to me because his plan was to ultimately get in the house, and y'all know the rest of it, to try to frustrate me into giving it back to them after I fix it up and everything, like money grows on trees and everything. Like, I really wish they would have recorded how she knocked on the door and said, "Here, G-Man, I want you to have this." And it was the PS5. And I said, no. I said, you're going to need it to make money, because I was stupid and I was gullible. And I believed that she was actually making money with that trash. And Shanny, I'm talking directly to you. I actually get offended, Shanny, when I hear how much you did for me and how much you gave me. Anybody with a IQ of 4 or 5 knows you ain't have nothing to give me. And to this day, I will keep saying this over and over and over again. The most you ever gave me was a oatmeal little Debbie's cake. That's the only thing you ever gave me, Shanny. Now, Rev, on the other hand, is a totally different story. And don't give me this garbage that's your husband, because you're not married. You don't have a marriage certificate. But I don't want to get into all of that. I want to get back into this. As a matter of fact, that's another lie, Shanny, that I want to get into. How you, claiming to be a Bible-believing Christian, and how Rev, claiming to be a Bible-believing Christian, thinks you can get on social media and say that you're married, and then when we challenge you and we say, okay, if you're married, then where's your marriage certificate? In Boulder, Colorado. They have a video of you, Shanny, of him buying you an engagement ring. What happened to that ring? Where is your marriage certificate? You're not considered common law in Boulder, Colorado, and you're not considered common law in the state of Pennsylvania. So why do you constantly call her your wife? The Bible also says that the sexual immoral will not inherit the kingdom of God, Shanny. You two aren't married. So I laugh every single time you get on here. You say, God this, and God that, and God this. You ain't repentant about nothing. So your words don't even stick to me. They fall right off of me. You should know me better than that. Okay? You lied to me, Shanny. You lied to me about being handicapped. You lied to me, Shanny, about ultimately getting yourself together. Now you said it was 6 months since the last time that we had a conversation, or we had a quote unquote relationship, right? You lived in that house for about a year and a half, and then you was at the uncle's first. So that means I've been helping you out now for about 2, maybe 2.5 years, right? right around the time when Rev started to get broke. By the way, that was a prophecy that was made because I predicted that she was going to spin you into poverty, Rev. And so did Sabella and several other people on here. Back during the first eviction saga. Dragnut might actually have me quoted on that on his channel. I have to find that to see if he has it. But I predicted that when I was living in the house the first time. But you lied to me, Shanny. You lied to me. You want to get on here and you want to talk about some, why are you listening to G-Man and this, that, and the other? You lied about being handicapped. You lied about wanting to get your life together. You ain't do no paperwork to try to get Social Security, temporary rent assistance, or anything like that. All you two losers want to do, let me not even compliment you with the losers thing. All you two lazy, I want to use that word. All you two lazy people want to do is sit down all day and play video games and watch movies and try to achieve social media fame that you are never going to get because everybody that's subscribed to your YouTube channel does not like you. They only say nice things to keep you talking. You know what, Shanny, you're so lazy, you won't even do no investigation on what people are saying about you. I be cracking up when I hear you do shout outs for people and I say, oh, that was a nice thing that you said. Did you hear what they said to you in private? Did you hear what they said on their YouTube channel? And you're too dumb to actually go and do your own research. I've told you this on multiple occasions. Research the people that are sub to your channel. You don't listen. You don't listen. You are extremely hard-headed. You think you know everything, Shanny. Everything that you have ever said when you was in Boulder, Colorado, and even before you left Scranton is documented on these archive channels. What about the drinking that you were doing? You told me that when you went to Boulder, Colorado, that you were trying to get Jason to stop drinking. But then I go on Burnt Toast's YouTube channel. I want y'all to imagine this. I go to Burnt Toast's YouTube channel thinking I'm going to destroy this girl. This little brat ain't going to do nothing against me. I'm going to destroy Burnt Toast. I'm going to put this yellow sponge in her place. And then I go on the channel and I'm like, yeah, bring your best argument, Burnt Toast. I got you. You ain't got nothing. All you got is rumors and gossip. And I go on there and I make my statements. And then she shows me a video of you drinking Jimmy Dean and giving Rev some of it. You lied to me, Shanny. If you want to know what your problem with me is, you lied to me. And if you ever go on that Losers Club YouTube channel and try to say that that's not the case, I will call you. I will go to my main channel and I will call you out there and I will do it full G-Man. I'm not even going to try to be nice. I'm not going to quote no scripture. I'm going to call you out. And I'm going to bring you on here. I'm going to make sure all your friends are there, all your old friends like Rand. I'm going to bring Nowena. I'm going to bring all those guys there. And then you can tell all of them, as well as me, how you didn't lie to me. So, Shanny, you don't do nothing to nobody. Okay, fine. That's me. Okay? Let's take a look at Just Breezing and how you bringing up her past and how you're getting on her about her alcoholic problem or her substance abuse problem or whatever it is that she was doing in her comment chat or whatever, in her comment section, right? Let's talk about that in a minute. You don't like people bringing up your past, but then you want to constantly bring up everybody else's past. Shanny, if you're going to attempt to be G-Man on here, if you're going to attempt to be somebody on here that takes on the haters or whatever, if you're going to attempt to do that, at least do it correctly. You got to own up to something, Shanny. Stop with this garbage that you haven't done nothing to nobody. That's not true. What about Life of a Free Spirit? When are you going to invite Life of a Free Spirit to your YouTube channel when you can publicly apologize to her for calling her the N-word? When are you going to invite Dragnut to your YouTube channel and apologize to him for calling him the where Rev can apologize for calling him the N-word on multiple occasions? Shanny, I know you feel betrayed. I'm going to get this all out of my system today. I know that you feel betrayed, Shanny, because, G-Man is friends. I'm sorry. No. It's not even friends. G-Man's a dragoon. That's what you're saying about me, right? G-Man's a dragoon. G-Man's joining all of these haters on here, and G-Man's attacking Shanny, right? Right? Let's get into this for a minute, Shanny, because then you're going to understand how I felt for years regarding you. Okay. Number one, I'm not a dragoon. I'm not bosom buddies with this community. They have their disagreements with me. They openly say this. I have my disagreements with them. I openly say this. Okay. But I think what's going on right now is that they see that I've opened my eyes about you. I see you for who and what you really are. And there's a tolerance that's going on there. Trust me, I'm sure Carrie can go on her YouTube channel and find some videos about some of the things that I said and the things I've done. And these other people that's on YouTube as well. I can promise you that. I can find videos on their channels with them talking negative about me. No problem. That was yesterday. This is today. And I don't mean a literal yesterday, but that was then and this is now. Shanny, am I just supposedly just magically forget, Shanny, what happened when I lived in that house, Shanny? When I lived in that house, Shanny, and you were buddy with Dragnut? You remember that, Shanny? You remember when you openly admitted to me just to spite me that you was going to give that house to Dragnut? Now, Dragnut was smarter than that. It didn't pay you any mind, but I warned you. I told you, Shanny, what was going to happen once the divide and conquer happened. You didn't listen. So what did you do? You attempted to do what you always do. And that's defend people who don't like you. What about the days of TST? For those of you who don't know what that is, that was JD Kane's show, the TST. I don't want to say the actual name of the show, but I call it Talking Stupidity Tuesdays. I'll give Sabella permission to put what the actual show is in the what the show was in the actual live chat, but I call it Talking Stupidity Tuesdays. Now, you was defending them every week, and they didn't even like you. You was defending a whole bunch of people on here that don't even like you. And I was getting on your case. I made a video called Shanny for Satan. Mister was getting on your case, and a whole bunch of other people was getting on your case because you kept coming on here doing the same stuff that you've always been. We need to get along, kumbaya, my Lord. We don't need to get along. And look at where that has gotten you. You refuse to listen to any Bible whatsoever. You betrayed me way before I ever betrayed you. And I didn't betray you. I woke up. And I understood what kind of person you are. That you're two-faced and you're a backstabber. And that you will lie to get what you want. And you destroy people. Look at what you're doing to your man. This man used to be a truther. For those of you out there that don't know what a truther is, I mentioned this on Carrie's channel. I mentioned this, I think, on Draven's channel a little bit. And in some other places. A truther is somebody that believes in all these conspiracy theories and is supposedly woke and believes all these different things about the Democratic Party, skull and bones and things of that nature and whatnot, right? They're supposed to be pro-republic, right? That's what Jason was. He had some good stuff on his channel. Then you got involved in his life. He deleted his channel. He had more subs than you will ever have in your life, Shanny. He had 16,000 subscribers. He deleted that YouTube channel. Right? He deleted that YouTube channel doing what he loved to do. And now he's the exact opposite. This was a man. Listen to me, guys. I'm not making this up. This man actually believed in hard work. This man believed in the principles of our republic. Now he believes in living off the government and living off the labor of other people. He don't want to do nothing. He want everything given to him. He's achieving his goal, his high and lofty, ambitious goal of being YouTube's #1 premier e-bagger. That is what you have done to him, Shanny. Where are these massive improvements in his life? Where are they, Shanny? Where are they? If you're such this great person or whatever, and people misunderstand you, and I was such a terrible friend while feeding you, putting clothes on your back, giving you somewhere to live, in the name of Jesus, My question for you is, what are you doing for your man besides making him your errand boy and your pet little puppy to do whatever he wants? And Rev, you make another threatening video on me and you're gonna get grilled just like she is. Where are these videos? Where are they? Where are these videos, Shanny, where you've improved him? All I see you doing is getting him high, dressing him up like the Joker, putting lipstick on him, and taking away and stripping that man of his manhood. You ain't improving him. You're destroying him. You're killing him. Listen, just because you don't want to live here on earth and thrive and do anything doesn't mean that you got to do that to him. And if he was a real man, he would tell you that to your face, but he ain't going to do it. I'm sorry I came across as being a little bit loud in this video, but Shanny, you are such a liar with this. You haven't done nothing to nobody on here. Yes, you have. You tried to buy friends on here. You tried to buy my best friend, a person I don't even consider to be a friend. I told him to his face over and over and over again, he's like a blood brother to me, and that is Evangelist Ken. And when I got wind of you trying to buy him without really knowing him, Shanny, the way I do, we talked on the phone, and he rebuked the snot out of you. Because whatever you did to him, whatever you did to me, it was like you was doing it to him. That's what a real friend is, Shanny. You know nothing about you know nothing about that concept. I'd have did anything for you two. I'd have did anything for you two. But you had to come on here and you had to lie. You had to get on you had to be in the house and pretend like you was this handicapped person because you were too lazy to go out there and try to find a job and better yourself. Don't give me this garbage that people are lying and misrepresenting you. This is who you are. This is what you've been. You have such a low opinion of yourself that you call yourself the Losers Club instead of actually doing something with yourself. And all these Shanny supporters that keep coming to my YouTube channel and telling me, oh, G-Man, you're being a hypocrite. Anytime you want to do a YouTube video, and this goes directly to any of those Shanny supporters who's using these sock accounts, coming into my chat and talking this smack. You want some, you can get some. I will do the same thing I do on my other channel, and I will make it possible for you to come on here and talk to me live, and we can actually talk about this. I bet you won't do it. I'm talking about the 2 or 3 people that's still going around going, oh, G-Man, I think you're being kind of mean. I can make the link available. We can talk about it. I have my Bible sitting right next to me. I got no problem with that. I'm calling out these people that are getting on my case for me getting on her case. You want some, you can get some. Now I'm talking about the Shanny supporters. And I want the so-called Goblin Queen herself to show up. Since I'm lying so much, Shanny and Rev. And I'm going to get to you, Rev. You constantly keep saying I'm lying about her. Why don't you come in here and prove it? I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Dragnut when I was mad at him. Okay? Let me tell you something. If you're supposed to be this big tough guy and a man and all this other stuff, and you're getting tired and the authorities are going to all this other stuff that you're talking about, all right? I will do a show on here. I will call you out and your supporters, and you can come in the room and you can give proof. Not I'm lying, because that's not going to be enough. You're going to have to show receipts. And then when I start showing these text messages, when I start bringing what I really want to show people on here, I'm going to make sure that you understand you're going to get embarrassed. Anytime you're ready for it, you let me know. Give me this garbage. Come on, you don't hurt nobody. You hurt everybody you come into contact with. Now, again, I know some people are going to be like, G-Man's G-Mad and all this other stuff. And that G-Man is showing temper and all. Let me tell you something. I can only listen to Shanny when her baloney but so long before she gets the mean side of me. Not one thank you from this woman since our not being a friend anymore. Talking about anything good I did for them. Not one. Not one. If I wasn't a Christian, I know what I'd be calling her right now. But I'll tell you this, she's very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. Super ungrateful. Listen, Jason, it's none of my business if you want to work or not. That's none of my business if you don't want to work. Shanny, it ain't none of my business if you don't want to work. Where it becomes my business is when you come on here, you start that begging. And you start talking about Jesus this and Jesus that while you're doing it. When you're getting on here justifying porn, when you get on here, you're justifying doing OnlyFans. When you're talking about how it's when you come on here lying and thinking nobody's gonna call you out on it. I don't know who you think you are, but if you come on here and you say the wrong thing, especially when it comes to the faith, I'm gonna have something to say about it. Talking about some people misconstrue the things that you say. Go to the archive channels. Stop being so lazy and go listen to what you said yourself. These are your videos, Shanny. You can literally rename your channel right now, Shanny for Christ, if you wanted to, and then maybe give some numbers or whatever. And you can download all of those videos and put them on your channel. And your channel would be back. Because these are all your videos that we're looking at. The things that you have said, Shanny. I got real mad when I went out there and I saw that a lot of my GTV videos was on these archive channels. I'm talking about a year ago or whatever, right? Not even a year ago, a few months ago. I would say about 6.5 months ago, whatever. And I went out there and I found my Marked by God videos. I found my GTV video. I was like, I was angry. But then I thought about it and I was like, you want to know what? The whole purpose of me making those videos was for people to see them. And they're on different YouTube channels and they're not getting the views that I got when I first put them up. But I'm okay with it now because people are watching those videos and people will remember, yeah, I did stand up to Shanny. I did make videos about her during that first eviction thingy. Those videos are out there. I have videos that are on my G-Man channel that, you know what, Shanny, I might actually put those back on public again. I already put Atheist Own 3 back up. I'm gonna take down the newer one I did and put back the older one up where you actually make an appearance on here. I don't like being used, Shanny. You will learn this about me. I don't like being used. And let this be a warning to anybody else out there that might try to do that to me. I don't like being used. If I'm not using you, don't use me. I don't play that. I don't know how you view me, Shanny. Yeah, it's true, Shanny, that when you was on the phone, I'm sorry, when I was when I made that special appearance on your channel with you and Chafee the Odd, where I went on there and I was basically trolling Shanny when I went on there and I said that you needed a real man and all those other stuff. That video is real. That video actually happened with me actually saying those things. That's the truth, Shanny. Where you become delusional is that you actually believed what I was saying in that video. Now, when your mom was alive and we talked, I gave you a chance that, you know what? I can come to Minnesota and take you out to eat. Move out of your mother's house. Show me you could be independent. Stop making all these videos. Because one of the things I said on the phone with her, and I said, Shanny, I like my privacy. You talk too much. I like my privacy. And I notice that whenever I try to be friends with somebody who's got loose lips, all of a sudden they attempt to put all this information about me on YouTube. So what I try to do with those people, I try to stay away from them now. Or I don't even give them factual information anymore. Just to see what they try to do with the information that I gave them. Hence Indigo and a couple of other people. I remember one time I was on the phone with Shanny and her mother was on the line too. I said, Shanny, let me ask you a question. This is nothing personal. Because you know how you try to talk to somebody over the phone or whatever, you never see them in person, right? You only see videos and whatnot. So I was like, how much do you weigh? I actually said that on the phone. I said, how much do you weigh? She didn't want to tell me. I said, I told you. She didn't want to tell me. She didn't want to tell me none of that stuff. But I told her, I said, look, you got to move out of your mom's house. You got to get a job. You got to show that you can be self-sufficient. Because I work very hard and I don't play no games. But I didn't know Shanny the way I know Shanny now. And I wouldn't date Shanny if Shanny was the last woman on Earth. If the human population would go extinct and it depended on me to repopulate the Earth with Shanny, the human race is going extinct. I'm sorry. It's going extinct. Shanny said in her video that why would I want somebody who talks about me the way he does? How could you say I wanted him? Shanny, again, go to the archive channels. There's video after video after video after video after video, particularly from the archives, with you expressing interest in me. Everybody in the world knows about this. When me and Drag was fighting, he already knew this. Minstar knew this. Everybody knew this. You knew this. You're mad that when your man got arrested, I turned you down. That's what you're mad about. I turned you down. The reason why you were so confident, Shanny, during that time, Shanny, when you was talking about, like, you know, Jason being a rebound and all those other stuff and whatnot because you wanted me. Now, in her community post, I'm going to show you something here. And I didn't want to say this in my previous video, but this is the truth. Shanny is actually talking about me in this community post. And if you think about it, it's actually true. These videos here where she's talking about her holding Jason's hands and all this other stuff and how it makes her orgasmic and all this other mess, that's me paraphrasing and everything. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to the Losers Club YouTube channel. Let me show you what I'm talking about here real quick in the community post. Hopefully you guys can hear me after I do this. All right. But if you go to the Losers Club and you go to her community post, this one right here is directed towards me. Okay. People are fake. They say they care. They say they want to be your friend. But when you need a friend, they are nowhere to be seen. I will never be able to be close to someone again. That's a lie. All the empty promises, all the silence, they just talk to you. Okay. So they could say they talk to you. They meet you. They meet you to say they know you. But the sad reality is nobody knows me because they never gave me the energy or the time to get to know me. It's all fake. Every interpersonal relationship I've ever had was just a game. That is directed towards me. Because as far as I know, aside from me and Agent of Doubt, I think we're the only two people that actually met this woman. So anyway, that is directed towards me. I can promise you that. Oh, this one right here was funny. I'm not even going to bother reading it. I think Carrie covered that one already. Where is it? This is right here. This is how she describes Jason. My always and forever, my happily ever after, my soulmate, my best friend, my dream come true, my one and only, my shoulder to lean on, my heart to melt into, my husband, my everything. He's not your husband, he's your boyfriend. And she says, I love you, right? In an attempt to get me jealous, she, where is it? No, I ain't gonna read that one either. Here he goes. And I think I was on Carrie's channel when this one first came out. He goes, feeling my husband's hands on me, feeling ultimate pleasure by his touch. He will always be my love and I his. This was directed towards me because Shanny really, 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 really believes that I want her. And, you know, the whole purpose of me getting those two to break up is so that I can get her. Now, let's think about the logic there for a moment, guys. Okay? Let's think about the logic here for a moment, okay? Everybody on here that's got 25% of a brain knows the reason she got with Jason was because of his money and the fact that she could control him. Okay? Everybody on here knows that except for Jason. Even Shanny knows this, right? Presently, right now, Jason can't even offer her a loaf of bread, right? She can't do it. I work. I bust my rear end. Not only can I offer her a loaf of bread, I can pay for groceries right now for 3 months for her if I wanted to. I can buy her all the pizza and all the Chinese food and all the stuff I got. Listen to me. Shanny ain't stupid. Shanny knows this guy ain't offering her nothing, and she's looking for an exit strategy. Everybody knows this. Okay? Shanny, I want you to think about your logic here for a moment. Okay? If you thought that I wanted you, if you really believed I wanted you, you'd have left it. You would have left that bum that you with right now. Or should I play the video where you said that you don't want no scrubs? I believe that's on No. That's on the Fat Courtney Love channel, or that's on the Marked by God channel, archive channel. That's on there. We say you don't want no scrub. I gotta actually make a funny video out of that one to show everybody that you're talking about him and not me, because I ain't no scrub. See, back when you was worth $700,000, well, when Jason was worth $700,000 and you was spending all of his money, then you could say that. Can't say that now. You want somebody like myself or somebody else that's making some money so that you can be able to live the lifestyle that you want to live. So stop lying, Shanny. Just cut it out. Your logic is horrible. You're the only woman on planet Earth, literally on this planet, that doesn't want a man who's working. Like, think about that a minute, Shanny. Think about it. And there's something else that I want to get off my chest, too. Both of you are living with this man's, both of you are living in Jason's uncle's house, right? And then I'll try to wrap this up, right? Jason doesn't want to work and you don't want to work. He refuses to go to a job interview. Now, from what I understand, Jason, you told me, unless you were lying, you probably was, that the reason why you didn't want to, the reason why the uncle kicked you out of the house because neither one of you wanted to get a job, right? So let's get into this a minute now, okay? You two still don't want to work. And from what I understand now, Shanny doesn't want to be on social media no more. Shanny doesn't want to be on social media no more. Shanny, if you're not on social media and you don't want to work, how are you going to make money? It's out of curiosity. Your channel's not monetized, from what I understand. By the way, let me look at the live chat. If Shanny is monetized, can somebody let me know, please, in the live chat? But from what I understand, you're not monetized. Jason's not working and you're not working. What is your plans for the next 6 months to a year, Shanny? You see, if you had a leader in your house, you would have a plan, but you don't got one. But you want to know what really cracks me up about your situation? Listen to me, Shanny. You are the one getting on here saying, oh, they call CPS. Yeah, they did, yeah. But you want to know what your dumb, uneducated behind did? You got on YouTube and you said, you got on here and said that when they said that you're never going to get your kids back, you said, and so what? You basically confirmed for everybody that you don't want your kids back. Do you understand, Shanny, that they have videos with Rev calling your kids pieces of garbage? Do you understand, Shanny, that they have videos on there with him saying that he wishes that it was just the two of you and only you two? And plus, he said that to me. Shanny, you are destroying yourself. Nobody's got to make up nothing. They keep you talking and talking and talking and talking so you can condemn yourself. So Shanny, let's talk about this a minute, Shanny, here. Okay. So you can't claim that you can't claim that you're this victim on social media. Okay. And the reason why you can't make that claim, because if you honestly was right about that, you would be doing a channel tour, calling everybody out saying, you said this, you said this, you said this, none of that stuff is true, and you would show receipts. But you can't do that, Shanny. You can't do it. When a person thinks they're innocent, they are willing to go to another platform to show why they're innocent. You, on the other hand, this is the best you got. People on social media, they're invalidating me and they're lying about me. And then it's like the end. You don't show no receipts. You don't show an example. You don't do any of that stuff. You just say that they're invalidating you and that you try to make yourself look like you're a victim without showing any proof whatsoever. Yes, Shanny, once upon a time we were friends. When I believed the stuff that was coming out of your mouth, I believed that you was a victim. I believe that they were lying about you because I never watched those archive channels. I'm going to tell you something. My experience with Shanny and Rev has taught me to, even if I don't like somebody on the internet, that I should at least listen to what they have to say and to try to hear them out before I make any accusations about anybody. Because had I took the time out to actually watch some of these streams that Drag made and took the time out to watch these archive channels, then I would see you the way I see you. Now, I don't agree with 100% of the things that I hear them say. I want to say this. I don't agree with 100% of the things I hear on these archive channels. Not the archive channels, the people that are ultimately criticizing you all the time. But what I do agree with is the vast majority of what they say. Shanny, you are not a clean person. You don't take showers and you don't bathe. Okay? Both of you despise doing laundry. Neither one of you want to work. Both of you suffer from laziness. You ain't got no glorophobia. Your body ain't got all these aches and pains. What you are going through is withdrawal from all of that weed, Shanny. Listen to me. You're going through withdrawal from all of that weed that you were smoking when you was in Boulder, Colorado. So you want that cannabis that's in those little oils to keep you going. Okay? You don't give a hoot about your kids. I'm in agreement with the reaction channels with that now. Because if you did, you would have a plan to get them back. I mean, you think about this a minute. The emotional attachment that a mother has with their kids. You chose to bring Rev back in there, and you know what happened after that, right? But you are not taking the steps necessary to get your children back. You're gonna leave social media, the only place that you can make any money, because your man ain't gonna get no job. He don't want to work. He's gonna keep making excuses on why he can't find nothing. And by the way, for those of you out there that want to know how he can get a guaranteed job and not be turned down, he can get a paper route. He can do some type of car service. That's guaranteed. You have to be really incompetent and not be able to do that. Or he can go to a job agency. All he has to do is talk about what he's looking for, fill out the application, and they'll call him when they need him. He can go to a factory and pick up a box. You need no job training to pick up a box and put it on a pallet. My first job was in a warehouse. You can pick up a box and you can put a box on a pallet. There are people that will hire you to do nothing but sweep the floor. You could be a custodian or something like that. And all you got to do is sweep all day. I'm not buying it, Jason. I'm not buying it. I meant what I said in that video. You show that you don't love Shanny because you don't want to work. And Shanny shows that she don't love you by not pushing you to be a better to actually be a leader in this home. I'm suffering from depression. Didn't get this job today. Could you guys give me $40 so I can get some weed, because I got these voices in my head that's talking to me and telling me all kinds of weird alien things and alien voices. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Now, some women might hear me talk that way and be like, you're being kind of hard on him. If I said half the stuff on here that I wanted to say to him, everybody on here would think I'm straight up evil. This dude needs to act and behave like a man. You ain't a baby no more, Rev. You ain't a teenager no more, dude. You claim to be an adult and you need to act like one. You need to do what other adults do, and that is to work and earn your keep. Don't worry, Jason. Your ultimate hate for Shanny is going to come to be when the uncle kicks you out of there again. And then while you're sleeping on the concrete or in the car, you're going to be thinking, if I would have only just got a job, if I would have only just made a plan. And you can't blame Jesus Christ for that. Because I can't wait for both of you going, I prayed and God didn't answer my prayer. I'm just waiting for all of that stuff to come out your mouth. You're not going to get that. This is on you. You refuse to take the step necessary to better yourself. You guys lived under my roof for about a year and some change in there, right? And y'all didn't pay me anything. Shanny was making money through her YouTube, whatever else that she was doing on there. Instead of her saving her money, she wanted Delta 8. Shanny, what does that tell you about yourself, Shanny? And you want to know how I know this, Shanny? Your man told me this. Your man told me that you wasn't saving your money and that you was buying medication. Like, you two don't learn at all. But tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or the next time they live stream, they're going to be talking about somebody else's problems. They're going to be talking about politics. They're going to be talking about everything except for doing what they need to do to get back on their feet. That is not an example I want to follow. That is not an example I want to follow. That's pathetic. And coming from me, that's rich because, like I said, I grew up poor. I didn't grow up. This is why I despise. I don't want to get into that anyway. So there's probably some nice rich people out there. But like I said, there are benefits to growing up poor. There are benefits to it because it teaches you to work. When I was too young to get a job, I used to go out there and I used to bag bags. I used to go to supermarkets. I used to bag groceries, make my little $1.50 back in the 80s. Then when I got a little bit older and I understood that I didn't have to do that, I can collect cans. I did that to make money. And when I got old enough to get a job, I worked in a warehouse. Lazy, I am not. Do I have lazy moments? Yes, but lazy, I am not. And Rev, it's going to take you. Let me tell you something about Jesus, okay? The Bible says that Jesus learned obedience through his suffering, right? Through the things that he suffered. Sometimes before a person finally wakes up, sometimes you got to suffer, dude. And I'm going to tell you something, Rev. You haven't seen what God will, where God will bring you in terms of suffering before you finally wake up. And you want a prayer, my friend? This is what I'm going to ask the Christians to pray for regarding Shanny and Rev. That God will take away every excuse for them to not have a job. And that God will cause them to suffer and to suffer and to suffer and continue to suffer until they actually repent and do what is necessary for them to be able to live in this world. Hey, Rev, I want you to think back to something. When I brought that contractor over there, and all he wanted you to do was to go back and forth to his van, and he was going to pay you $11, $12 an hour. You was going to make about $400, $500 a week, according to him. About $4 something, $500 a week you was going to make. A week. That's $2,000 a month. The average, from what I understand, the average millionaire in this country makes $5,000. From what I understand, I could be wrong, but the average millionaire makes about $5,000 a week. You was going to make $2,000 a week if you had just got up your behind and just go and work. But you refuse to do that, dude. You refuse to. You refuse to get up and work. I don't think it's $5,000 a week. I think it's it's not $5,000 a month. I think it's $5,000 a week. Yeah, so the average millionaire makes about $5,000 a week. I think. Minimum, I think. I'm wrong about that. Somebody will correct me in a response stream or whatever. But the point of the matter is that what is going through your head, dude? You keep telling everybody you love this woman, but you refuse to provide for her. But G-Man, I had 7. Yeah, that was yesterday. You spent all your money like a dummy. Guess what? You're still with her. So what do you think you need to do? If she's as sick and handicapped as you claim she was, don't you think you should be doing more than just begging for $40 so that the two of you can get high? I can see this, and everybody else can see this. All the people that are sub to your channel can see this. Y'all need to stop living like bums like you claimed you was tired of, Rev. You need to start doing something to change your life. To say I met you so I can get on YouTube. You trying to steal the argument that I made against Drag. When I met Drag, that was for one day, and I only talked to him for a couple of hours. Shanny, you're stealing Foodie Beauty's life. You're stealing Truthfully Trisha's life. You're stealing Trisha Paytas' life. And now you're attempting, I'm sorry, David Anthony, his life. And now you're attempting to steal mine. Oh, no, honey. I did a lot more than just met you. No other YouTuber can say this, but I washed your underwear. I went to the laundromat for you. I did a lot more than just meet you. So stop the nonsense, Shanny. I was the best friend you ever had in your life, and that includes Rev. I was a better friend to you than Rev is. You blew it, Shanny. You blew it, Shanny. You blew it, Shanny, when you decided to lie to me. You didn't have to lie to me about being handicapped. You didn't have to lie to me about that stuff, Shanny. You could have just came off clean about what was really going through your head, and you would have been all right. But you lied to me on multiple occasions. You told me that Drag did things he didn't do. You told me that the reaction channels did things that they didn't do. I want some receipts, Shanny. Some receipts. I'm not talking about the Cash App thingy, Shanny. And you know what I'm talking about. I want receipts. All you do is get on here, you try to play the victim game on here all the time, but you never show any proof or nothing. And I kind of feel stupid holding on to this stuff because I'm thinking that Rev's gonna wake up one day and that and that I'm gonna need to give this stuff back to him. But you want to know what? I ain't giving him nothing. I'm starting to really believe that the only way this knucklehead is gonna get it and understand, if it's not him hitting rock bottom, he needs to be hit lower than rock bottom for him to get it and to truly understand what's going on here. Shanny, make an argument that I'm not a better friend than Shanny. I'm sorry, that I'm not a better friend than Rev. I'm at least telling you like it is. He won't do it because he's not man enough to do it. Just like you, Rev, I'm willing to tell you things that Shanny isn't going to tell you because she ain't woman enough to do it. I don't got the fear that you two got. I'm not afraid like the two of you are. Jelly Bean in the chat says after 30 days, their stuff legally would be considered abandoned. Well, yeah, that's why I remind them what they left there all the time. It's abandoned. They don't want it. They're clearly showing signs that they don't want it. They have yet to make a video to say, G-Man, I would like to come over there to pick up this, this, and this, and this. They didn't do it. Shanny, my advice for you is this. You need to do something. If you really want to do something for yourself, Shanny, get off of this social media addiction that you have. Because by now, everybody knows that you're doing all this for YouTube fame. Okay? Get off this social media addiction. And then, Jason, listen to me, man. You have my sympathy over what happened to your mother. But that is not an excuse for you to not want to take care of your responsibilities. If you're going to insist on committing fornication with this woman and staying with this woman, you need to do two things, dude. If you must stay with her, you need to get married, and then you need to get a job and stop making all these excuses. We both know that if you wanted a job tomorrow, you can get it. Why don't rush and make all these video responses to some of the stuff that the stuff I hear you guys say? I'm full of it, man. You and Shanny are full of it. Shanny can work. And that's what's ultimately going to have to happen. That's what's hilarious about all of this. Shanny's going to have to get off her behind and work. Shanny, maybe you should teach him how to be a man, Shanny, by you getting up and working. Because you're not disabled. Cut the baloney. You ain't got no cancer. It ain't nothing wrong with your body. It'd be good for you to work. You start burning some calories instead of sitting on that couch all day and walking to the bathroom. Because the most calories you burn all day is from you getting off the couch and walking to the bathroom and using it. That's as hard as you work all day, every day. And then you're wondering why your joints are hurting so much. Maybe I'll do a couple of workout videos that you can do at home, Shanny, where you can just sit down on the couch and you can actually burn more calories than that. I can do that if you like, if you request it. And Rev, for what I understand, you still might have money that you can actually look into in terms of what your family left. And we talked about this. You know what I mean? People think on here that I don't know nothing about that stuff and whatnot, but I do. You need to go look into that. And if you do have any money, you need to keep your mouth shut. Because when you tell Shanny is going on weed, I'm telling you that right now. You're going right back to Boulder so she can legally smoke it up. So she can come back and claim to be handicapped all over again. I'm sorry I came across as being so harsh, Rev and Shanny, but you want to know what? This is my video response to that trash that you guys put on the Losers Club. Now, let me go over there and go see if you guys are asleep or whether or not you guys put something in your community tab. Because you're not man or woman enough to say, G-Man, give me a link. I remember back in the day, Shanny used to want to go back and forth with me in video. You won't do that now, will you? Nope, nothing here. They must be in the bed sleeping. One more thing, Shanny, and I know I said this in the previous video. I'm gonna say this again. All right, you claim that you love this man. Why don't you feed him? Get your food stamps back and start feeding him. So that way, when he makes a threat, he at least looks the part like he can actually do something. All right, I wanted to wrap this video up. Any questions or anything anybody want to say in the live chat? I'll look at it right now. Then I'm going to take my butt back to bed. Boulder PD needs to put out a warrant for Shanny's child abuse. She's not in Boulder no more, though. She eats like a bird and swallows down a gullet. Let me see something here. Thank you, Jelly Bean. All right. G-Man, you're not being stupid. You're just trying to be a good person. Thank you for that. Fugit State 44XX. Let me see. She spent Jason's bail money. Exactly. But he's not man enough to acknowledge that either. That woman has got him tied around her finger. All right. Good night, Carrie. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to try to get me some sleep. I'm going to wrap this up. You guys take care, and I'll see y'all in the next one.